Hello everyone. I'm Saurabh Sharma, Assistant Professor at SD College of Commerce, and today we are going to study in a new topic, that is sampling. And in the last video, I told you about the basics of sampling, and today's video, we just first revise what the sample is, and then we will start studying the types of sampling techniques. Okay, because when you go for a research, you must know uh, that how you can collect the samples from the public. Okay, what the sampling is basically, sampling basically collecting this is my own definition, that is selecting selecting small from the whole. Wait a second. Selecting small from the whole. Here whole means population. It means if there is a large population, you cannot collect the sample from each and everyone. You cannot interview each and everyone. You you can interview only the very few people, because if you to go for an interview for each and every population of the each and every part of the population, then it will be quite expensive for the researchers. So that, and it also take so much time. So we just collect the sample from this population on the different basis. It means we just take the interview from very few peoples of the country like these. And on the grounds of these samples, we can make the conclusion for that. Okay, what the sample is basically, when your mother is baking the rice, when your mother is cooking rice, that it is completely cooked or not, how can she test? He doesn't try each and every rice. He just picked it up, two three rice, and push them, and just try that, just make sure that rice is completely baked or not. In the same case, when you go for a blood test, then the doctors doesn't collect whole of your blood of the body and from each and every part. They just take the small part of your blood, that is called sample. Okay, these are the some types of sampling techniques. First is probably first is probability sampling or random sampling. Just learn the core, the heart of the definition. The probability or random sampling heart is that possibility of being selecting is equal for all. For example, if there are 100 people in the population, if there are 100 people of the population, then the probability is 1 upon 100. Okay, just read it. Each person in the population has equal, independent or known chance of being selected. In this case, and being 100 element in the population, every element has 1 by 100 chance of being selected in the sampling exercise. Though probability sample is the most correct, still some error, technically known as margin of error, can be avoided. Okay, just note this basic definition in your notebook. Okay, let's come to the next slide. That is simple sampling. Simple random sampling is when you collect the sample randomly. It is called simple random sampling. And the next one is stratified random sampling. In stratified random sampling, what is the core of the stratified random? you divide the whole population in the different strata, like stratas. Strata means groups. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, you divide the whole population in different strata, and the population is heterogeneous. The population can be divided into the strata when the population is heterogeneous. Heterogeneous means different, different. Like man's, women's, children's, like olds. Okay, yeah, when the population is heterogeneous, then the researcher divide the population into stratas, different stratas, and then collect the sample from each and every strata. Okay, but the core is, but the whole population is heterogeneous, but within they are homogeneous. Their whole population is heterogeneous, but within there are homogeneous. Okay, in case the population is heterogeneous, the population can be divided into different strata. The population can under stratum is homogeneous with respect to no characteristics under studies. Okay, so you must take away points, take away points is first, population is hetero, stratas are homogeneous. Okay, outside heterogeneous, within homogeneous. Okay, this is the core and the heart of the stratified random sampling. Okay, in the case population is okay, population is divided into mutually exclusive groups such as age groups, and random sample are drawn from each group. This population in the particular stratum may be proportional to each population. Okay, stratified random sampling is a method of sampling that involves the division of the population. The basic purpose of the stratified random sampling is division of the population, because you cannot take the sample from the heterogeneous population, then you have to divide the heterogeneous population into different strata, then you have to collect the sample from each and every strata into a smaller hub. Okay, groups are known as strata. In stratified random sampling or stratified, the stratas are formed based on the numbers, stratas based on the numbers. Okay, stratified random sampling is also called proportional sampling or quota sampling. Must learn this name because question can be asked from the different names, like describe proportional random sampling or quota random sampling. Okay, I hope it is clear to you all now. And another question, another type of sampling, how it works. When the completing analysis or research on a group of entities with smaller characteristics, a researcher may find that the population size is too large. When population size is too large, for which complete research, to save time and money, the analyst may take on more feasible approach by selecting the small group from the population. The small group is referred as sample size, which is subset of the population that is used to represent the entire population. A sample may be selected from the population though the number of ways, one of which is stratified random sampling method. That's all about stratified random sampling. And the next topic we are going to study is in the next video is cluster. Okay, cluster random sampling. Okay, bye bye and take care.